Okay, I'm back. Streaming has its technical difficulties all the time, and it's super annoying. And the streaming platform that I'm using, I don't know, something happens with the sound, but I should check it before I go live. But yeah, something happened with the sound, so I had to recreate everything and start all over again. But it's highly frustrating, but it's like anything, you have to have a lot of patience. So, and when that happens, I just feel like, oh, well, maybe I was meant to say something else the next time around. So that being said, anybody that was there before, my apologies for that. Like I said, I'm kind of new to streaming, and it's been a minute since I used it. It's been like a year since I've been using this. Excuses are useless, whatever. I am Shellie B. I am conservative Black sister surviving in a hot mess world, and today's hot mess, in addition to an obese rapper being denied a Lyft, are technical difficulties when you're streaming. So I know all the people that do this experience this, but I'm just a person with a low level of patience. So, but the devil is a liar. Okay, so we're back on here, and I'm pretty sure you can hear me this time. So yeah, so I wanted to come on here today because that story about the obese rapper, I saw that today, and it just had went so viral, and so many people had so many positions on it, and I just thought it was very interesting, and I was just wondering what people thought of this story. So I'm gonna get right into it because now I really want to zoom through this because I don't waste my damn time and when I'm talking without no sound. But it's all good. And thank you, Kevin, for letting me know there was no sound. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all so much for all your support and help in this. It's only going to get better as I get used to using this software here. So okay, what am I doing? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get it together. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. All right. Here is the news story about this situation. Because this was a trip.
A Detroit rapper denied a Lyft from Lyft. She says it's due to her size. Jessica Dupnack from our Fox sister station explains.
Have you been in cars that size before?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that,
Deja Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
Well, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires,
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
For every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car.
Yeah, because
honestly, the guy was driving a Hyundai or something like that. So it is a very good chance that it really could not, supply that much weight. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate, but I just don't think that the world is going to be very accommodating to such large people. I just don't see how it's possible.
they need to order the Uber XL experience.
You know what? I don't never have to order Uber XL.
He apologized.
But honestly, ordering an Uber XL is like buying an extra seat on an airplane. You'll be much more comfortable. That's for sure.
Canceled the ride and left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough. Dank Demoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like a Lyft might be hurting pretty soon, too.
I knew it was illegal and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach.
Now, here they come. They see, an opportunity, you understand? But I really don't think they're going to get far with this case. I just don't.
Runyon say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, I don't want to have black people in my car. Or I don't.
Now, see, this lawyer looks crazy too. I'm sorry. But why does everybody always use the black plight for their plight? It's like anybody that feels like they're being discriminated against or taken advantage. Oh, it's just like being black. No, it's not. Even though she's a black woman, no, it's not. That is nothing the same as discriminating. It's not like she's going for a job and somebody's discriminating on her because of her weight. But even though there's certain jobs that I feel that they should discriminate against weight, because one time on set we had an incident where a stunt went wrong. We took the actor, she was burned. They took her into a quick change booth, and I don't know if anybody ever seen a quick change booth, but it's just like a really small wooden little box type of thing. And the paramedic was too fat to get in the booth with the girl, so the other paramedic had to do it. That just wasted time. I feel like certain people, if they're too heavy and out of shape, they shouldn't be firefighters or be in the military, or they should find some other thing to do in those organizations. Because if somebody's having a medical emergency on the 5th floor and you're 600 pounds or whatever, you're not going to get there in a timely fashion. So that is bullshit, to try to use that analogy, because that is just false. You understand? It doesn't have anything to do, in this situation, doesn't have anything to do with her being black, or it comparing to somebody discriminating against you against something you cannot change. You can change your weight. You can change that. You might not want to do the hard work to do it, but you could definitely change that. I can't change being black. I mean, I could go the route of like Michael Jackson and shit like that, but I really can't ever make myself not be black. You understand? She could always lose weight. You know what I mean? And this lawyer trying to use that is bullshit. That right there kind of irritated me a little bit.
I want to have Christians in my car or Muslims in my car. It's the same under the.
Now, good and damn well that is not the same as a 600 and something pound person getting in a car that probably can't hold that much weight. I guarantee that car can only hold a little bit more than what she weighs. Guaranteed.
Law, it's the same.
The lawsuit is filed. Since she posted the encounter on social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
I mean, when you go to an amusement park, they can't fit in the rides. What are they supposed to do? Make a ride that fits a 600-pound person? That's ridiculous. That society is never going to comply with that. You're going to have to lose weight for certain things if you want to participate. It is what it is. I'm sorry.
Them.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can.
Yes, I can. I really want people to see like what we go through as bigger people,
And it is messed up, what people go through, you know what I'm saying, when they're heavy like that. But at the end of the day, society is not going to appease you. It's just too hard to create. What came on? Hold on, something else just came on and I can't turn it off. Sorry, y'all. Hold on, no, sorry about that. But society is not going to conform to that. My son is really tall and has really large feet, and he be wanting to go roller skating with his friends and ice skating, and they don't have his size. Are they supposed to carry shoe sizes up to 18, 20 and all that? No. You know what I'm saying? They might not. He might have to go buy his own, skates, and if they don't have them, you got to get custom shit or whatever. You can't expect society to, and the guy made a suggestion of her getting an Uber X, and she said, well, I'll never have to get an Uber X, but you probably will be more comfortable in a larger, SUV. Why do this to yourself, And it's just a crazy situation. This guy here, his name is Dwayne TV, and I took from his page because I just like some of the footage that he had in his opinion of this situation from a man's perspective. I used to be a full figure model, and I have to tell y'all, and this was like in the early 2000s. There was a difference in the industry between full-figured and fat. I'm sorry, I just have to tell you, the full-figured girls, they still look good naked. They still look good in a bathing suit. They still, you had to have a certain proportions and stuff like that, and you had to look, be shapely and kind of toned and look good. Back in them days, we didn't really have retouching. You didn't have a whole lot of crazy shapewear and stuff like that, so you had to look right. And then it started to change. Like you started seeing bigger girls later down the line and a little bit more obese type of models and stuff like that. So I say all that to say that society is not going to subscribe to this. Trust me, I have empathy for large people because I definitely feel I would be an obese person with the way I like to eat and with the way I go up and down on my weight sometimes, because I do like eating. I'll never be a thin person. I've never been thin in my life. Like right now, I'm like a size 14. When I was a model, I was modeling at size 10 and 12 because, like I said, I was a full-figure model. So I've never been a thin person, and I like to eat, and I'm always going to freaking eat. And I'm always going to be big because I like to eat. So that's just the choice I'm making. Just like that's the choice she's making to be like that. And I don't feel that, this poor Lyft driver's little Hyundai or whatever he has every right to say that he doesn't want to carry a large person and, take a Uber X, and I feel like she said what it was. She felt humiliated and it was embarrassing and all that. But if you don't like that, you might want to slim down. I don't care what nobody say. People act like they have all of this pride in being really overweight and all of that stuff, but it's just not true. Look at how Ozempic is selling out. Everybody wants to lose weight. Even Lizzo was going around saying she, fat girls this, fat girls that, and she took out Ozempic and lost weight. Monique, the same thing. She was heavy and she was a fat girl champion and she lost weight. It's like, stop playing. It's bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you're not happy that weight and you don't like that you can't fit into society and stuff, then lose weight. Like me, when I get too heavy and I can't fit my jeans, I don't want to buy a bigger pair of jeans. I lose the weight. So you know what I'm saying? I feel like, and she just got really angry. Just watched it. Hold on.
What this guy's saying
Let me just go back a little bit because I wanted you to hear what he was saying. Because he was giving a man.
Because I don't understand cars like that. I've never had a big person in my car. Like, would it hurt the suspension? If it's a low rider, is it going to scrape in certain?
Word would. He said if it was a low rider, would it scrape? I think it would. I think that it really would. A 600 or something pound person in a small car like that. If it was a low rider, I guarantee. I don't know about a regular car, but these are real questions. Yeah, I can't wait till this goes to court because it should be fascinating.
In situations where it wouldn't otherwise, can it affect the tires? I have no idea. So what this guy is saying might be true, but at the same time, I can understand her being embarrassed and offended, and I don't really know whose side to pick. I just feel like
I can understand that she's sad and feeling offended, but I know whose side to pick. Lyft is not going to fix his car if his car gets damaged. That's number one. They're not going to fix it. And I don't think he was being rude. And he even said to her that he had that situation before. He'd been in a situation before. So maybe something happened before where he did have damage to his car or something weird happened when he had too heavy of a person. We don't know. We automatically want to shame people for positions like this, but we don't know all the facts, like what he's saying.
Like it's an unfortunate situation. Sometimes life isn't fair, and I think you just move on because I don't think you can sue him. If I'm not mistaken, Lyft and Uber drivers can deny you for literally any reason because once they cancel it, you get your money back. I understand you may have wasted some time waiting for them, but it's not usually that long. So I don't think that a court case is going to get you anywhere. I could be wrong, and if she
I don't really think so either. I really don't think so because I feel like when they go to court and they really show what a weight like that could do to a car, especially a little car like that, I feel like she's gonna be even more embarrassed.
decides to go that route, we'll see what happens and we can cover it again if more information comes out. But I'm thinking this is just an unfortunate interaction. Like, he felt a certain type of way, didn't want to risk his.
And I thought he was very polite. Like, he explained to her, he really took the time to try to, you know, say it. How do you say that without offending the person? But, you know, I feel like he politely said the reason why. And he even explained that, you know, he had an instance before, you know, where he had somebody heavy and, you know, he said all of that. And he was very polite. And you know what I'm saying? And I just don't see where there's a court case. It's like if you get on an airplane and you can't fit in the seat and you're mad because they tell you, okay, well, you can't get this flight because, you know, the other person next to you is going to be uncomfortable. It's along those lines. You know what I'm saying? So I don't, you know, it's messed up, but maybe you should take the Uber X so you could be comfortable. Just like people buy two. I have a friend that flies everywhere and he's big and he buys 2 seats. It's costly, but he has to do it.
His car, he felt like it could damage his car or that there's just not enough room. And whether or not that's true, I really don't know. And she felt like, you're offending me and you're judging me based on my size when I know I can fit in your car. So I really don't know whose side to take. But she
probably could fit in there, but he wasn't worried about her really fitting. I think he was more worried about the weight causing a problem. She probably could have squeezed herself in there, but he was worried about what's going to happen after that, you know?
He wasn't very happy with it, and she followed up and said some shit.
Let's talk about it.
Now, listen to this. Now, she goes off here, and she, to me, is making a fool of herself and is just acting like a damn fool.
Since everybody in a bald-headed ass mama got something to say about Dank, first of all, let's touch bases on the big bitches in the back that got something to say about me. I seen a bitch say go walk. Like, you only like 1 burger away from being my size. Like, y'all.
No, most people are not 1 burger away from being 600 pounds. You understand? Now, see, this is where she turned me off. This whole rant right here.
Our hoes got me fucked up. Stop calling yourself a BBW, hoe.
Now, if they show this in court, this is really going to show her character.
Because you're not. Other BBWs don't put other BBWs down. Second of all, I never contacted Lyft. Then y'all talking about, oh, she posted a video for clout. I am the clout. I've been doing this shit a long time. I posted this video because y'all got us.
She is a rapper that has a bit of a following, and I actually think she's a pretty good rapper. Of course, it's the same, you know, you can tell by her personality what type of rapper that she is, you know, it was like the same thing like everybody else, but, you know, she can rap, you know, and she can sing, you know, so, you know, I was rooting for her until this.
Y'all always trying to put big people in a category. Oh, big people this, or big da-da-da-da, or big this and da-da-da. Stop doing that shit. Y'all want us to be in a fucking house, miserable, bored. Oh, cover up, or da-da-da-da-da-da. You can't wear that. You big and da-da-da.
Every day I'm hustling.
I'm sorry for these commercials, y'all. I really am, but I'm not paying to not have commercials.
You. The niggas and the bitches that's saying that shit. I am a big person advocate, and I'm not the only person that they did that shit to. I'm just the only person that's gonna stand up. I'm the only person that's gonna post a video. I'm the only person that's gonna speak up. I'm the only person that's gonna say something.
No, there's lots of, they call them fat activists. There's lots of activists, you know, for people there's thousands of them out there. She is not the only one. She's just the most loudest, ignorant, belligerent one I've seen, but I've seen lots of them. Cause like I said, I worked in the plus size industry and all that, but like she, you know,
I'm the only person that's gonna put a stop to that shit. Cause y'all got me.
You're not gonna put a stop to it. You know, you're on a roll here, but you're not gonna put a stop to it. The world is not going to conform to large people. They're not. It's just like people that are 7 feet tall. They're not going to change all the clearances in buildings for people that are 7 feet tall, because you're a minority of people, and it's something that you could change. I mean, if you don't like it, you understand? But to get on here and curse everybody out, I don't understand what this is.
Why y'all don't have an option on the app that say, are you upsized or so that we can send you a bigger car? So that shit is humiliating.
But honestly, I do feel like those little economy cars might not be good for an obese person, especially somebody that's like 600 pounds. You should have the discernment to know that maybe you should take a bigger car.
Humiliating. Like, what the
It's like when you go to the airport, you're not going to take a regular Uber if you're traveling with you and your partner and you have a bunch of luggage. It's not going to fit. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to order a larger car. If you have a larger load, you need a larger car. Like, I don't see why it's such a big deal. It's just that he had to tell her that. But that's why every video I ever come on here with, I'm always talking about discernment. Because if you have discernment, you would have thought of that on your own.
it's below zero. I'm outside and you pulling off on me. I don't give a if you gave me my fucking money back. I don't give a about none of that shit. Like, y'all got us up. I'm not in the house. I'm outside. I'm showing my stomach. What y'all talking about? Stop playing with me on this ass internet.
Now I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I want to go through the process of adding this into the edit, but I feel like I should put a bitch counter up because she said that shit mad times.
She just was ridiculous. That was just so dumb. I'm just done. I don't even want to hear no more. Because that, you know, that to me, now she's saying all this after, you know, she got on there and woe is me and that hurt my feelings. And then she makes a rant video like that. That's going to make her look like such a hypocrite in court or whatever. So this, let me see. Let me share my screen again. Let me do this. Let me show you all this. Because this is a trip. So somebody said, now this is what I'm talking about right here. Somebody post this on Instagram and it's hysterical. And this is what I said, when they go to court, they're going to show shit like this. The maximum payload capacity of a Hyundai Elantra varies by model year, but is typically between 882 pounds and 1,133 pounds. So if you weigh 600 pounds in the back of the car on one side, it could be a chance that it could cause some damage. We don't know. And I guess he's like, and it says the Elantra has a maximum payload of 990 pounds. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a possibility. We're just looking at the 990 as the maximum, but maybe at 600 is 600 pounds, you know, the shock will break or something. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So, excuse me. He was right in saying that, you know, he didn't want to take that risk. So, I mean, come on, you know. And then that real ghetto ass rant that she did, like, it just, you know, it just don't make no sense. And what's her name? Her name is Dank Demoss. I mean, I'm old school, but you know, I always thought that dank. I mean, I had to look this up because I was like, is it just me? I mean, maybe they changed the definition, but dank is, you know, adjective that means disagreeably damp, musty, and typically cold. So that's what kind of rapper she is. So anyway, I say all that to say it's like, that's what I say. Every time I come on here, it's like, I love my people, but sometimes the stuff we choose to fight for is just dumb. You understand what I'm saying? It's just dumb. And in that other video, the dude was saying that, you know, being that heavy is not really good for your health. You know, it's a lot of complications that you can have with your health. I've seen pictures of this girl. She's something like her legs look like she has elephantitis or something. You know what I mean? So she has I'm sure she has a lot of health issues being that big. You know what I'm saying? So instead of, you know, being mad at the Lyft driver and cursing everybody out on social media, it might be in your best interest to try to manage your weight so that you could, you know, fit in the car. It's like, just like I said, when you go to amusement parks, people that are real heavy cannot get on amusement rides. They just can't. So if you want to have a better quality of life, you might just want to work on just having a healthier lifestyle a little bit and come down a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I think for a lot of the rides, it's like 300 pounds or something like that. So she would have to lose like half of her body weight to really fit comfortably in these small spaces. I mean, when you go to the movies at 600 pounds, can you fit in the seats there? You know what I'm saying? When you go get on the bus, the train, whatever, you know, you're probably taking up 2 or 3 seats. You know what I'm saying? It's like the world is not equipped for that. You understand? And they always compare, you know, any type of plight to being black. You know, like I got into it with somebody one time because he tried to be telling me that being gay is like being black. And I said, no, it's not. I said, he took great offense to what I was saying. I said, it's not the same. I said, because nobody knows your sexual preference unless you tell them, or unless you're, you know, you're super feminine or you're super butch, whatever. But other than that, no one would really know unless you divulge that information. As far as being black, that is something that you could see from a mile away. Somebody can discriminate on you before they ever get to know you, before you ever, you know, show them your, you know, your before you tell them your sex preferences or your behaviors show anything, they can see you're black first before they see all of that. So it's not the same. And I wish people would stop using, you know, the plight of black people for every little thing that they think, you know, isn't unjust to them. It's not the same. You being overweight and not fitting in a damn Lyft car is not the same plight as the racism and the bigotry and discrimination that black people go through. You know what I'm saying? You could change your situation. People that are of color, people that are black, they can't do anything to change that. You understand? So again, can we just have a little bit of discernment out here, y'all? You know what I'm saying? I don't really think she's going to get anywhere with this case. And then her disposition is so nasty. It's like, if I was rooting for her after that video, I'm not anymore, because she just vexed my spirit with that nasty rant. You know what I'm saying? It just served no purpose. You understand? I mean, social media is full of people with opinions all day long. You're gonna get like that over people's opinion of you. You know, maybe listen to what they're saying, and you know, maybe, you know, take it to heart a little bit. And maybe, you know, I look at Lizzo, she was the same damn way, and now she lost all her weight. So you know what I'm saying? You know, maybe she might feel better, and if she come down a little bit and she can have a better quality of life and go wherever she want to go and get on an airplane, amusement rides, and fit in cars and buses or wherever she got to fit. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm not going to make this video too long, because I'm really tired, y'all. And you know, I'm gonna try to come on here more, because I feel like every day I see something that I would like to get y'all opinion on. You know what I'm saying? And in the comments over here, you know, somebody said, you know, he made the right decision. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's kind of agreeing he made the right decision. And it seems like that's the general consensus on the internet, that man made the right decision for his little Hyundai. You know what I'm saying? And you know, what do you guys think? You know? So, all right. So I am Shellie B. Like, share, subscribe, share this video, you know. And if you guys have any ideas for things you want me to come on here and talk about, or, you know, if you have any, you know, like discussions you want to have, you can always inbox me. I'm always willing to have a discussion. Everybody knows that about me. I'm always willing to have a debate and discussion if it's respectable. And I find more and more readily, you know, the people, especially a lot of liberal people on Facebook, they can be a little nasty. You know what I'm saying? They very hostile right now, because they, you know, it's not a happy time for them. But, you know, I'm always willing to have the discussion. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, you know, I'm very open-minded. I'm always willing to hear what somebody has to say, as long as it's with respect. And you know, that's why I'm here. All right. I am Shellie B, you guys. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And I'll see you next time. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Good night. Thanks for watching.